Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another achievement guide slash walkthrough. This time we're going to be talking about Ancient Stories, Gods of Egypt. This game is developed by Alaware Entertainment, Panda Game Studios, and published by Chili Dog Interactive, and released on October 15th, 2021 for a price of $6.99. Now, this isn't your normal Chili Dog S style game. There is no cheat code to speed this game up or anything like that. You have to play this game. It's going to take you anywhere from 8 to 10 hours to get the full 1000, depending on your skill level. This is a Bejeweled S style game, so I wanted to walk you through just some advice when it comes to playing the game and how you'll be able to make the 100 levels and 5 bosses that you're going to have to fight. I'm sorry, 104 levels, and then the 5 bosses you're going to have to fight through the pyramids. Now, when you first start playing the game, make sure as soon as you can, I think it's 2 to 400 gold, you can upgrade your gods. So you'll highlight these little gods here on screen that you see I'm navigating around, and they're going to actually allow you to spend your coins to power ups and upgrade all the gods. Do that as soon as you can, because that's going to set you up to succeed when you're playing. And when you get to these like super later stages, so for example, let's just dive into a random level on level 1. Let's do 104. This is the last level you have to play. You'll kind of be able to play the game a lot easier. Now, when you're in these levels, you have to connect 3 or more sets of a color. It's just like any normal brick puzzle match 3 game where it's up, down, left, or right to connect your pieces. Now, pay attention to the gods more than you're paying attention to the combinations you can make here by colors. I think by far the most powerful god is the red god, because he'll randomly change pieces into combo tokens. And when you have those move restrictions, every move you make counts off. But if it's a move that uses the gods to make a move, it does not count against you in any way whatsoever. So I'd suggest on any levels, try to get as many red pairings up as quick as you can. That way you can go ahead and activate your gods immediately. Get that red god going. As you can see here, we're really close to pairing him up. So let's see if we can't get one more red. Now, activate these red gods. Hit the bumpers on your controller and then select that red god immediately. And let him generate every single element you can make. Now, these little Sphinx Anubis looking head guys, this is the best piece you can get. So pay attention to when you're using these and also use them very sparingly slash smartly. If I was to chain these two right now and chain this guy to this yellow block, it's going to change all the blocks into these vertical like slash through columns and wipe out everything, but it's probably going to eliminate my god here. Instead of doing that, I recommend use this god to eliminate a different color that's not going to be this one or this green one underneath to drop it. So just be very smart about the plays you make to line up your pieces, because that's going to be what really helps speed you through the game, because you're going to start to unlock all the other gods, and then ideally you're going to try to clear boards and cubes without ever making natural moves again, because as you upgrade your gods, they're going to enable you to use them, and every time you use a god action, like I said, it does not use the moves. So it's going to save you a lot of time and effort when it comes to playing the game. And I definitely think that get that red god max as quick as you can. And then one god that honestly, when you first start the game, is going to seem very useless is this yellow guy that swaps bricks around. But as you can see here, once you max upgrade him, I can move pieces around in some pretty crazy manners. So when it comes to moving pieces with this guy, try to always line up pairs and matches where you can get 5 of a color in a row, because that's going to generate and spawn one of those Anubis heads guys things. Sorry, I don't know my Egyptian lingo, but it's going to allow you to clear the boards a lot more effectively. And as you can see here, we're clearing up so many spaces without really having to do anything but just our normal moves. And it's going to help you set up and succeed, and then you'll just start using your remaining gods to clear out the space. And most of the levels, you'll have 3 or 4 moves left over before it comes time for you to clear out anything else in the game, and it really will make things a lot easier on you. As you can see here, we've cleared out the last little bit without having to use any of our turn moves and really complete the levels. Now, there is a level in this game that I do want to call out, because you're probably going to get stuck with this level. There's a level that does not let the gods function and get used when you're playing, and that's actually going to be level 93. I hope the developers get wind of this, maybe either through this video or other contacts. I am going to try to shoot them a message and let them know, hey, this needs to be fixed. But when you activate gods, it puts your indicator in the very middle of the board at first. And this is actually a board that's laid up where there is no middle of the board. It's divided into 4 different like sequence zones. So this level is the one that's probably going to give you the most trouble when it comes to doing any of your upgrades. As you can see here, let's quickly try to activate a god, and I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. Let's see if we can't pair this yellow god real quick. So this should give us the yellow god, but when I select this god, I can't control or navigate because that center cursor doesn't exist in the board, but the game's trying to see it. So this is a level that you will struggle on, so hopefully it's nothing that you get too stuck on. And then at the same time, when it comes to playing the boss levels, so at the end of every one of the 5 temples, you'll have a boss fight you're presented with. That those are going to be that same style. Pay attention to exactly what the boss requires you to complete. You don't need to clear boards with these bosses. You simply just need to, pair up the exact tokens. So this guy wants green, pinkish red, yellow, and purple. So only focus on doing pairs that are going to benefit you toward the god as the best that you can be. So like as you can see here, I could pair this blue guy right now, but it's not going to, benefit me in any way whatsoever because it's not going to hit or destroy any of the tokens that I need to worry about. So it's kind of a wasted turn. And the same's going to go into effect with a lot of other pieces. If you can pair, these guys against red, icons, it will help you out quite a bit, but also pay attention and don't let them get destroyed. If I were to trigger this green combination right here, it's going to send this down, destroy this, really good special piece, and then I can't do anything with it. So your best bet is to just burn it and waste it instead of just risking losing the piece altogether, because then you can just come back and clear out those areas. And realistically, most of these levels in the game aren't going to take you but a couple minutes. As you get into the later stages, you're going to get like these sand time dials that'll really try to slow you up, and various other little pieces that are introduced in the game. As you get to them, just remember, focus on the gods. Don't get too distracted by the colors and pairings that you have to do, and it'll really help you push through. Now, another group of levels that you are going to run across too in the game is bonus levels. I don't think you need to complete any of them, even for an achievement, but let's take a quick look. So, let's see, beat levels. Yeah, I don't think you needed to do any of the bonus levels. Over the course of the game, you're going to end up getting the 25,000 tokens, probably somewhere around like near the end of the 4th pyramid. You should unlock that one, and then you'll get level 100 and you'll have just a couple levels left to go for each of the bosses. But that's probably the biggest struggle you're going to have is this level 93. Outside of that, this shouldn't be a hard 1000 for anybody out there. It's just going to take you some time. The game does offer some tips on the screen, but I didn't find them, as helpful as just playing and figuring some stuff out on my own. As well as the challenges here, you don't have to complete all these, so don't worry about any of these challenges. I know this isn't more of me just explaining like some tips and tricks and stuff than a straight up guide, but hopefully you found this helpful. As always, if you have any questions, stuck on any levels or anything, let me know down in the comments. I can't really show you specific levels as they're random every time, so it's not really going to help set you up to succeed, more just this strategy. I hope you guys did find and enjoy the video though. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and we'll catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day.